What's going on, all my beautiful people? It's your boy with the Chronicles again, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I had to cut that off. But it's your boy with the Chronicles, man. You ride with your boy, man. And like I say, shameless plug, make sure y'all go and check out Backboy Side and goddamn Don Yada, man. At the Versus, man. Shout out to Courtney. I know the city going. I'm gonna try to be out there myself, man. Like I said, I'm a fan first. You know what I'm saying? And I like a lot of old heads, because I consider myself one of them old heads. But a lot of old heads just don't like to recognize other talent. I don't know about them, but this is what I always wanted to see. I wanted to see the city flourish, man. I just wanted to be a part of it. I just wanted to be heard. I made my mark in history, and nobody can take that away. And I'm still creating history. You know what I'm saying? We talk about, you know, a lot of people got accolades, man, and I'm appreciative of all that. But, you know, a lot of times I just don't talk about stuff, you know. A lot of people, they never have a face to put with the name. Shout out to my boy Patty, because the whole time he didn't know that was me either. You know, a lot of people didn't know that. I didn't really talk about the music because I was so engulfed in the street a lot of time. I didn't want to be famous. And that was kind of the downfall for me with my artists. They could have probably been on a whole nother level had I separated myself from the streets sooner. You know what I'm saying? But the sorrows of the business and what we went through with Southwest Wholesale, you know, and a lot of, what you call them, junkie management, cats, you trying to trust in somebody who you think know the business to put you in the game, and they do some shicey stuff and just sour you with even being in the game at all. The one advantage I had over everybody is I always could have sell records. I had a plug in California, I had a plug in Texas, I had a plug in different places where I know I could send a couple of thousand units to them and I could knock them out. What I didn't drive and push myself in between Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? So I kept my name out there. I kept my music out there, and that's what got me a lot of the recognition, because word of mouth was the most powerful thing. And shout out to Venom, DJ Boss Hall, DJ Dynamite, you know, because these are DJs that I gotta say were instrumental in keeping my name alive. There's a couple of DJs, but them DJs in particular, because I remember when I had Sorry bumping with Marcus Allen, DJ Venom used to play that song for me all the time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, again, my street ties will mess me up. And I, like I said, I did a video talking about Fat Boy and Maul, but I made the same mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because when you engulf in that street, that's always been our getaway. So we wasn't trying to give that shit up. When you got a security blanket, like, God damn, I ain't giving up my security blanket. That's music, especially when you doing something that ain't never been done. Because a lot of us, we were the first of our kind. Charleston ain't seen nothing like that. Charleston ain't that saw them. They saw T-Mac. Marley Marl was on another level, T-Mac. The advantage Marl had, and matter of fact, I'm gonna do this comparison. Because a lot of people talk about Dino, and I can't leave Dino out now. We talking about music shit. Everything else is oblivious right now. We talk about music shit. When you talk about Marley Marl and Dino, Pacino Dino, the differences was Marl was Jeezy, and I say Pacino Dino was Gucci Mane. And reason say, not Marl was a street now. I understand when I say Jeezy was established in the street, but Jeezy had radio. He had the radio on lock. Gucci Mane couldn't get no love at one time. You know what I'm saying? And Dino was the street. He embodied what downtown was in that time. He created the way. He had people rolling with him at the time. You know, had Taylor developing his sound, Double Crosser, all them Running Street Boys was making major noise. And I'm telling you, as a cat who was in the grind, who been on Bayside rocking since '88, from '88 to '97, I'm engulfed in Bayside culture. A lot of people didn't know me as Mega Bucks at that time, because remember now, I told y'all Mega Bucks didn't came to be until '97. So a lot of people didn't even know I was around until they see the face or they see an old picture and be like, oh, that was you, yeah, that was me. I've been in a mix of a lot of things. And I tell people all the time, people talk about history, they get mad about stuff that people talk about or don't talk about. how can they talk about something that they don't know? It's like we've been brought up believing we all was slaves from Africa. None of us was here. You know what I'm saying? So imagine the music game. I came up when you had a handful of cats that was doing music, and a major handful was the gatekeepers. They wanted their crew to eat. They wasn't showing love to nobody else. Then you had people like me. I had independent money, so nothing wasn't stopping me from doing what I was doing. And my goal was always to put the city on, even when other people didn't believe that the city could make it. I done had cats literally come to me back then and tell me that Geechee shit ain't gonna do nothing. So when you go listen to T-Mac Shine, Big Timing, the lyrics that I put on that album, I was speaking from the heart. Who the daughter Geechee boy be getting paid off rap? You know what I'm saying? Rap took me to another level. It showed me that the streets was not my destiny. The streets was just a part of me. They give me stories to tell for people to embrace me who knew me other than the stuff that I did that wasn't cool, the stuff that wasn't up to par. Because I ain't gonna say I was always a gentleman in this thing. You know what I'm saying? I word it like that. But I was always respected because I gave respect. And nobody can take that away from me. But in this music game, I'm going to do different videos voicing my opinion from what I've seen because I've been around longer. I'm probably the oldest active MC, rapper, whatever you want to call me, solo artist, because I can't knock Langston Hughes. Charlie Dawg them, they created the name Chucktown. And if you listen to Shining and Big Timing, we was calling Charleston Charlie O. You know what I'm saying? And everybody had a transition. You know what I'm saying? I always was screaming Geechee City. I've been doing that way, way, way back. You know what I'm saying? Screaming for the Geechee boys. You know what I'm saying? Or Geechee boys for short. But I was always screaming this. And a lot of cats, I don't care about the recognition, but I'm at the point in my life, if I'm going to do music, I want to do it for a purpose. I'm seeing what Carolina's getting at. I want to be a part of this. Damn right. It's like double dutch, you know, so you won't get in when you foot in. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm loving it. And not just calling up Back Boy Sav and Don Yada, Courtney. There's so many components to what's happening. Trim, Game Over, you know what I'm saying? 1K, Long Money Flow, Big Joe, One Wavy, Low Boss. I don't know what happened to OGs that used to be with Low Boss. I don't know what happened, but all these cats are some components to Charleston history. And you can't leave them out when you speak of Charleston history. I always supported it. I didn't know half of these people. Like B. Kittles. I know Yas, she was a young girl, little girl, you know what I'm saying? And because she's actually Bumpy cousin, you know, Bump my big brother, you know. And a lot of these artists, well, I don't know what happened to Pora, you know, like Vega, not Vegas, you know, the West Cash boys, man. You know, I rock with a lot of them boys, man. But my dog, man, she eat the salad. Man, I love that fucking song. And I just saw him on Twin D thing the other day. Well, you know, this is a long ass video I do, so I gotta cut this up. I gotta cut this video up. But when I tell you Charleston got a rich history in music, and it stretched beyond me because I've been doing this since '88. But I don't really count my career until megabucks because that's when I really started selling records. You know what I'm saying? I was selling little tapes here and there back in the days. You know what I'm saying? But when I really started records, it was under megabucks. So y'all gonna hear me talk about a lot of stuff because I buy a lot of CDs and I listen. And I'm non-biased. I don't never put myself in a conversation about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people never heard my albums. And thanks to Marcy, shout out to my boy Marcy for prayers. You know what I'm saying? He helped me put all my stuff on digital and taught me a lot of this game. And once I really learned this game, y'all better watch out. Because the old man is coming out of the retirement home and really put it on your ass, you know what I'm saying? This is a friendly competition, man. Y'all know I love it. But y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. Salute all the goddamn artists in Charleston, South Carolina, everybody doing their things, man. I love y'all and I love to see it. And thank y'all for making my vision and my dream come true by what y'all doing. Because that's all I wanted to see with the city flourish, man.